Hello everybody and welcome to FlowersTalk, the language of love. Thank you so much for watching our program, and the number is on the screen, and if you will be number 8 caller, we're going to have a gift for you. As you can see, it's just repeating right now a scenario that we have for Valentine's Day. I'm going to do this show especially to remind you that if you didn't see the newspaper on Corpus Christi Valentine, if you didn't see it on February the 14th, here it is, and in the first page it's a beautiful story, a cover story, which is going to be the feature of that newspaper, that not only here in Corpus Christi, but this newspaper was picked by, the story was picked by the people in Victoria, in San Antonio, in Houston, and in Dallas. Hopefully it will be in the New York Times. Just kidding. So anyway, I wanted to tell you that it's a very special story, so if you didn't read this story, you can look online on February the 14th, and you can see the feature, or also you can see the cover story. So it's a story of a very, very interesting, adventure, I would say, that is describing why I'm here today. I'm going to talk a little bit about this story here. A few days ago, I wrote a letter to Corpus Christi Time, and I just wanted to be like a letter for the editor. I was telling that on February 11, 1982, I came in New York, and I asked my friends to buy the ticket for me to go in Texas, Greyhound tickets, because I heard that Texas is big, like we saw it in the movies, and I wanted to see for sure that it is. Many of you know that I'm from Romania, and probably you already read the article in newspaper in Thanksgiving Day and around Christmas time. Also letter to the editor, but a lot of people they answered, they had a lot of feedback about the story coming from Romania, from the communist country, and they seek the freedom in the United States of America. And I grew up with some Western movies, so I wanted to be sure that I can see for real Texas, like we're always dreaming that one day we're just going to be for sure having the information about what is Texas and how big is it. Somebody's going to bring us some picture or some books about Texas. On February 11, 1982, I left New York, and my friends bought a Greyhound ticket, and I came to Texas. I went to Dallas in a Greyhound bus. It was a wonderful, pleasant trip, and for real, was like almost 2 days traveling in a Greyhound, which was beautiful because I heard about Americas of Greyhound in a book written in Romania, and it was fascinating. And after I visit Dallas and Houston, when I arrived in a bus station in Houston, it was so interesting because we were stranded there with no money and nowhere to go. So in this time was just really a matter of like quick decision what I'm going to do. I was walking in the parking lot praying, of course, about where I'm going to be in that night. And sure enough, I saw a big bus, Greyhound bus, and was leaving Corpus Christi. When I saw Corpus Christi, I was in shock because Corpus Christi in my language was the body of Christ. When I arrived in one of these bus stations, I never was curious to see what is saying, what the destination is in every bus. But in this particular bus, when I saw Corpus Christi, I know that it was a sign from God for me to go in this Greyhound and go wherever is the destination. You cannot go wrong with destination Corpus Christi, body of Christ. So I went into this Greyhound, and really the only traveler that were there, just like 2 people. And I left Houston at 3:30 in the morning. And in that day, I was thinking that it's very hard for me to go back to New York because the expiration of the tickets was really came up to February the 14th. So the bus took me all the way to Corpus Christi, coming through Portland and crossing the Harbor Bridge, When I crossed the harbor bridge, I was looking to the water and I really thought that it's a paradise. Like you can see this beautiful story that Michel Villarreal wrote it here. It's exactly what it's remarkable for you all to read, because you live in Corpus Christi and you have no idea this paradise for so many, especially when you come from Europe and associating water with wealth. When you're thinking about water, to live by the water in Europe is like you have to have a lot of wealth. So it's very difficult for us to go and live by the water. It's not even a dream to ever have this opportunity. But it was just a small vacation that you can take and see the Black Sea, Mediterranean Sea, and very little from Adriatic Sea. So therefore I was fascinated. I crossed the harbor bridge and I said, I'm in paradise. I can't go back. So I said, Lord, I'm here, and just like you take care of me. I crossed the harbor bridge and I arrived in a Greyhound bus station in downtown. Of course, from there I had to go and find out where I can find some employment agency. I found one that was already in Corona, so I was walking from downtown to Corona, and it was very hard to really understand and talk to people about what I want to do, because I told my friends in New York that here people don't speak English, because we were trained to speak very well English, very literally. And in New York was like really fascinating for me to hear these people that I said I don't understand so well this English there. My friends told me good luck to understand something in Texas, and sure enough, this good luck I needed, because it's very hard here to understand. So shortly I start to pick up the words and accent, and everything was just in a manner of time. From there I went directly to this employment agency that sent me to some greenhouses in Flower Bluff. So of course they asked the magic word down payment, and I said I don't know what down payment is. Of course I didn't have any money. So he was very nice, the gentleman was very nice, and he just let us go to the place where he designated for employment, which was in Flower Bluff Drive, was Johnson's Greenhouses. My background is in horticulture, so I have a Master of Science in Horticulture and Floral Design, and it was very fit, the job that I had there. I left to Flower Bluff from Corona. Of course I walked, and there was nothing wrong with that. But there are a lot of possibilities that people, they probably thought that something is wrong, with people walking. Everything was okay. So I went to this apartment where I talked to the manager, and again the manager was trying to ask this down payment. I told them no, I don't have any money. So of course after I looked in the dictionary, that's what this down payment is. And she was very nice, and she said, if you have the friends that they told you that they're going to pay for you, we're going to call them, and they were using this plastic money, which we call it in Romania that people have here, which was the credit cards. So it came very handy, because my friends from New York, they were very nice, and they helped me to get one apartment in Flower Bluff. I started my job in Johnson's Greenhouses on 1982, but the remarkable thing is that when I came here, it was February the 14th, 1982. So it's making this year, that's what I wanted to make it a second show about that Valentine, because it's making very special for me. I came here on Valentine's Day, and practically 1 year later I opened my flower shop, and which is European Floral Designs. I am in business for 29 years, so the next year will be the 30th year. Just a little bit background. I decided that next year, for the 30th anniversary of my business, I'm going to help one of the churches here in town to have their own flower shop. So in this way I can do something for this community, and it will be a very nice flower ministry, which is this is all about. When you talk about flowers, it's just sharing happiness, sharing love. So many of you that didn't receive flowers or didn't send flowers, I don't know if you understand that really flowers means love. So it's a common language it's a universal language, it's international language of love, the flowers. So think about flowers, think about love. It will be 11 o'clock in the night, 12 o'clock, and everybody's tired. I'm just like working on my flowers and I'm just like right back awake. And I don't think that I ever been tired, because working with plants and flowers, they really give you a lot of energy. So I encourage most of you, if you don't have this habit to buy the flowers, you should buy. And especially I'm going to show you this rose, which was the most popular rose that we sold for Valentine's Day. Sterling rose. What you do, if you have one rose every day and you just smell this rose and really inhale all this, beautiful fragrance, that's health. It is also energy. So I would advise that every one of you to have at least one rose in a house. If you cannot have a dozen, you can have one rose. And eventually, like every week, you buy one. But one is necessary to have. If you have one in the garden, that's fine with me. You can just put a bush with roses and they will work. A little bit about the story that you can read it in a newspaper. It's also, you can put it in, you can look in a computer, and it's a website called Exclusive Color Time. And this newspaper was sold by 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Valentine's Day. So again, you can put color time and then look to the features so you can find the newspaper, because this is just the prelude of the book that I'm writing, Flight to Freedom, and also of the upcoming movie. And I want to recognize my producer, Henry McLeod. He has a McLeod agency, and he is like a pro in everything. He's taking pictures, he's a good producer, TV show producer, movie producer, so he is going to help with the script. And also we have a producer in Romania, which is independent film, Adrian Pucarescu, so I'm hoping that together they will work. So if you want to do any donation for our movie and you want to be participants in our production, I will be glad to accept any donation that you want to give it, because we need a lot of money for the production. So I know we're going to have a big fundraisers, but still I want you to put your name in our production. So that will be my request for all of you, because a lot of you ask, how can I have a part of this? How can you be part of that? That's what you can do, because anything that you help to the production with, it's going to be returned to this community, because we're going to put the Corpus Christi on the map. So it's going to be a lot of requests for people to come to see the places that I'm going to talk about in this book and in the movie. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the flowers that we prepare for Valentine's Day, and how was the ups and downs that we had this year for Valentine. Of course, because of the appearance of this newspaper on Valentine's Day, Michelle told me you have to be prepared. We were practically prepared based on experience for so many years. We were pretty much prepared for how many flowers we can have, but it's always something that comes up, like maybe some events that come in that time that is going to take us the focus from how many flowers we have to have, and just really have to change the focus in different events. If we have, for example, conventions here in town, that would be necessary flowers. If we have a wedding, if we have a birthdays, if we have funeral, it's always deviate our attention from the focusing on Valentine's flowers and go in another direction. I'm sure that many of you that they are florists, and if you really look back in time and see what another events can come up, you'll always be prepared to have your Commodore leaves, and you always have to prepare to have your leather leaves and lemon leaves, and of course you have any other colors of flowers but red, because there will be birthdays and they don't want to be associated with Valentine's Day. So you have purple flowers, which purple become very popular for Valentine's Day in the past 5 years, especially purple tulips. That was interesting, because like 2-3 years ago, purple tulips, they were like big items to sell. Right now I had a beautiful astromeria, but they were like very tight when I bought them, but they opened just in time for the Valentine's, and I have beautiful astromeria, white astromeria, that they were making a very good filler. And all of you that receive the flowers from us in those on Valentine's Day, please remember that this Valentine's arrangement that you received, they are keepsake because it was a very, very special day when we had 30th anniversary since we start this place to work on this place. Now, a lot of you that you're not familiar with the picture that was in the newspaper, we can see here the calla lilies. Calla lilies, they are very popular here in the States, especially when you have a very, very special occasion. They are very, very beautiful. They are more expensive than any other flowers that I would say you can use it for the weddings, but I like to use them in any arrangement. If I can use it in some arrangement that I can integrate them, like with roses and with tulips, I would love to do that, and I love to do that. Now, these are the flowers that I'm going to start to show you a little bit about what was our hot items to sell, of course, because they were in the newspaper. The calla lilies, they were very popular, and we had it. Now, if you think about what another flowers we usually use beside the roses, I tell you what, the very popular one, they are the tulips. The tulips, they are very popular, and many of you, know that we have like different color of tulips, and one of the most popular color was like the variegated tulips. That they open very, very slow, so you still have the tulip bud while they are in your house for a little bit. Also, another items was the beautiful vases that they have opening, like a heart opening. That's beautiful, and I think that this vases should be one of the first item that should be delivered probably on Valentine's Day, but also you could have had it through the week starting from Monday. So Valentine's Day was it was Tuesday, and I'm thinking if you would have had it from Monday, they can stay and have this beautiful heart, which is like symbolize the Valentine's week. We don't say it anymore Valentine's Day, we say Valentine weeks. Try to do it next week, it's going to be Wednesday. So we wanted to go through whole week, because if we deliver Wednesday, will be like good for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we wanted people to enjoy the whole week. So I would say let's name it Valentine's week. The next holiday that will come will be Mother's Day. So what we can do, if we have some of these vases that we have left from Valentine's Day, we can use it practically for Mother's Day. So it's going to be a very, I would say, balanced. That will make us to do not have to buy the new supply, so you cannot have some left over and just like wait till the next year to use it. Another items that we use is this beautiful container that it's saying love, and this is a keepsake for a lot of you that you buy flowers. When you put this container and you have it in the house, you can use it all the time, because love is for always. So that would be another item that you should use in this time. And you can use it for Mother's Day, you can use it for anniversary, for anything. This one here also, you can use it for Valentine's Day, or you can use it for the anniversary, or for just I would say I love you. Just one of the messages that is given to people. Another beautiful vase that we use it, and that's the vase that we use it in a newspaper. And you can see here the vase that we had it. It's a beautiful. This red color is like, it's a holiday red, but it's going very well. You can use this holiday red also for Christmas. But it's good because we have Christmas and Valentine red. So if you have a box with a lot of let's say items for Valentine's, you can might as well buy something for Christmas, and you can use it in both ways. So you can see the difference between these three reds. We have three reds, and depends how you're going to highlight them. I would say that I will highlight those with white lilies. These are just calla lilies. So they come from Holland. They are beautiful. You can use them as they are. You can use whole bunch of them and put it together, and you can use as many as 100, or you can use, don't forget they are very expensive. It's very expensive for us to buy them, and you're going to see between $7.50 and $10 a piece, depend. If you go to New York, maybe it'll be $20. So the New Yorker, they are a little bit more stingy with their flowers, because the people they can afford, and therefore they practically cater to a crowd that can really afford to pay these flowers. They are expensive for us to buy them. We buy them from Holland. They are shipment from Holland in the day before Valentine, but they are very long lasting. We can also spray them with different colors. We can spray them pink, we can spray them black, we can spray them any kind of color. Talking about black, I just went yesterday and I did my nail, and they put black first. I never heard about that, but they said it's very popular. And then they put another color, blue. So it looked like being a little bit like one of these art show, when they really make like a lot of play of colors. So it's very modern. So when I say black, I said maybe we can spray them black, and then we can put another color of pink or blue, and we give them a nice tint. I'm going to see if I can put here 12 of them. So 12 of them will make a dozen. Again, I want to remind you that in Europe, we never send a dozen of flowers to people. We just send like 11. And we say the number 12 is the person that it's the flowers that are dedicated to, the person that they are the subject of receiving these flowers. Also, what you can do is interesting, because you can really, they are so flexible, these calla lilies. So what you can do, if you have like a little vase that you wanted to just have a bud vase and put it, don't have to be so long and make a design, you can just turn it and make it a little like a trumpet. So you can set it, like being outside of the heart, and then you can add another one on another side. So that's a very nice way to use your calla lilies in different. Depends. You have to choose the one that have a very thin, stem. So what you do is very easy to model those. You don't have to wire them. Florists, be careful with wiring, because wiring is not anymore so popular. But what you do, you have to soften, this calla. So after you soften it and just really, they have a lot of, I'll say, juice inside it. You have to just like squeeze it. And then what you do after you see that it's very flexible, then you turn it around, and then you do your own little design and make like a little trumpet. And you put two of them sit together. It's very elegant. It's very simple. You be sure that you have your stem in the water. So also you can continue to do that, and fill this arrangement only with like little, I will say little trumpet of calla lilies. This is a little bit woody, these stems. So again, we have to find out which one they are like very, very thin, and it's not going to be so hard and so fresh. Also, when they are very, very fresh, it's hard to tend them. See, it's just till them. See, look, it's like very, they're very sturdy. So what you do, you take the one that they already had a lot of water, and then when they take the water, they take enough water to can fill their little stem, and then after that they will just reject the water, so they will be very light. This one here, we just change the water. When you change the water, you always be sure that you give a fresh cut to each and every one of your flowers. That's the way how you make them to be very fresh, and you can drink the water. See, you have this stem here is already clogs here the little veins. So what you do, you just give a fresh cut, and just be sure you give the fresh cut in a slant like that. Sometimes it's hard to do it with a shear, but we usually do it with a knife. But I try to avoid as much as I can the knife around this time of the busy season, like Valentine, Mother's Day, Christmas, because the new designers, so-called, that we are in training, they don't know how to use it yet, and we had a lot of accident happening that they can really hurt their finger. I'm going to put one more over here, or I can also put a beautiful, I had another item that we sold, it was Casablanca lilies, and Casablanca lilies is a beautiful, beautiful flower that is going everywhere. So what you do, you just have to cover a little bit like an umbrella, you know, don't push it too hard. So what you do is you just stay like a little umbrella above the two calla lilies that already have right and left. What also you can do, you can mix either a rose, you can even put a rose in the bottom, see, if you wanted to keep it all white. So we cut it in the stem, see this height, or also we can use an astromeria. So astromeria will come in the front, see right here in a vase, and we will make it a little bit colorful. But because I put a lot of petals inside, we don't really need to put right now anything other color. So we're just going to keep it white. The way how we keep it white is just having all the, you know, the flowers, the Valentine's flowers, we just gather it all together, and we can put some Million Star Baby's Breath, which is I really make it softening, so you soften them, so you just add the baby's breath around. I'm just going to improvise, so I'm not going to finish the arrangement because I'm going to change. Or also you can put a tulip, you can put a white tulip. We ran out of white tulips this year very, very fast, and the wholesalers didn't really have it. So we can put one of the tulips here to give a little bit of tint of red if we want to change the color. But again, we don't need to change the color because we have already the petals in the arrangement that is giving a very nice tint of different colors. But also we can use a queen and lace, which is my favorite. I will use, when I use these Holland flowers, I always love to use the queen and lace. So what you do, see, we can put it here. So if we take if we take the tulips out, and we still keep our design with the roll, then what we can do, we can use, I'm not going to take it off because I'm going to show you, and we're going to use the queen and lace. I love the queen and lace. They are beautiful. They are really, really gorgeous, and I really like it, and I think that they're doing a very good arrangement. I mean, that's softening every arrangement that you can put it in. I'm going to take a break for a few seconds, and I'm going to get another set of flowers to show you the rest of the arrangement. They were very popular for Valentine's Day, but also not only popular, but they were very easy to be ready and to prepare and to train the new people that they helping, and it's not really a hassle to use a lot of flowers and the varieties and the textures and the colors. So that was very easy. Also, I want to remarkably say that Vanessa was helping me a lot. So thank you, Vanessa, for your great help, which is like my daughter, and she was very, very, very useful in everything that we did in that day. Now I'm going to be right back. Thank you so much for watching our show. The number is on the screen, 739-3029. I'm Margarita Fratila. I'm the owner of European Floral Designs, 29 years in business. I'm a Master of Science in Horticulture and Agriculture Science. This is probably number 150 show that we have. And we wanted to take the spot in a Fox. Did I say correctly, my producer? Did I say correctly? And we wanted to be sure that we get a maybe like a Martha Stewart show or an opera show. So that is our dream for future. We'll be better than that, I promise. So anyway, watch us all the time, and if you are a number 8 caller, the arrangement that we're going to make it today is going to be given to you, and just be sure to call and tell us what show did you see today. It's February the 16th, 2012, and I will be very glad to know that to tell you that you can come participate to our show. Tonight we're going to do this, we're making this show, and thank you for the people on audience. I want to recognize my friends in the audience. Hi Robert, hi producer, and hi, hello everybody. I don't know the name for anybody, but I want to be sure that you send me a friendly invite in a Facebook. It's facebook.com/Margarita Fratila. You're going to see the name on the screen there, and also you can call me, and not only this number, but you can call us to the flower shop, so we're going to help you. What I'm going to show you right now, beside the fresh flowers, I want to show you a beautiful basket here that is given for a daughter to a mother that is like in her 80s, and this beautiful basket here has balloons that say I love you, has a Valentine days, happy Valentine, beautiful, another little balloon, has a beautiful little teddy bear here, has some silk flowers here, some silk flowers over here. Also, we have here some big boxes of candies and some other beautiful candies, like this kind of candies. They are hard candies. They have a lot of chocolate covered cherries, because this is a favorite candies that a lady wanted. So this basket has probably about 10 boxes of chocolate heart shape, about 10 pieces of chocolate, dark chocolate. It's a heart chocolate. They have about 20 silk arrangement here. They have a balloon. They say Happy Valentine's Day, big, one small, love, and also have a little tiny vases that they can be used for fresh flowers. They are right now with candies inside of them. So it will be like most of these candies are very nice, very popular, and I think that they look very good in arrangement. And not only that, but they really can last longer. So I don't think there's anything wrong with sending love in this little heart arrangement. So it's like very, very sweet, and it's very popular to have it. Also, this beautiful little frame, which is showing the unique collection. It's a little angel to sit down here with a little flowers. So it's very pretty. So you can have one of these to keep it at a bed side, or also you can have it in office, or also you can have to just display it somewhere in a place where you wanted to significantly, try to pray into the little angel, so you can put some fresh flowers to change it for a change of a candle. Now I have these beautiful teddy bears here. That was also another item. They say need a hug, so it's like so cute. This teddy bear is so cute. They say need a hug. So here is the girlfriend, and saying like hug. So here it is that the girl comes and immediately rescue the little bunny. I don't know how we got some water on this little bunny here. Okay, so we're going to continue. Okay, I'm going to take a break. We'll be right back. Again, thank you for watching our show, and the number on the screen is 739-3029. Please call us anytime. If you call us during the show, right now when you're watching the show, it's great, because I will be on the top of your request. And also the arrangement that we're going to present it to you is going to be a white arrangement with Casablanca lilies and lilies like calla lilies from Holland, and also we're going to have some probably adding up some white roses, because I told you I'm going to have a white arrangement to give away today. Now we're going to show you, I'm going to show something very nice, that very special, that I like. One is my favorite protea. This is a pink protea. So what we can do one pink protea, see the size in this little container, which is like 2 little hearts. It's very pretty like that. But if we do pink protea, we always have to put something around the protea that is like really matching. So what I would say, it would be a little bit fragile if we put a little tulips, because these are tropical, of course, and the tulips, they are Holland flowers. So it's a little bit mismatch. See, so we look to the texture and look to the texture. So you can see the difference in this texture. So what I will do, I will go with something a little bit more sturdy, and we can never go wrong if we go with Astromeria. So again, Astromeria, even if it's a Holland flower, but it's a filler. So when you put a filler, it's going like, it's not by itself. So look at the match of the color, it's just perfect match. And if I can put some more of Astromeria purple, I will just like surround it. If I have to put, and I have to choose, and I have to change, instead of purple to put white, again we're going to put only white. So I will not mix in this case, I'm not going to mix both of them, but some of the Protea comes with a little bit more purple in the middle. So that's why we can match with purple, or we can match with just white. So we can just put the Astromeria here. So we're going to surround this beautiful tropical pink Protea. So that pink Protea is staying like that, see, for a while before start to open, and it's so sturdy. The only thing that goes bad in that, they are the leaves when they start to a little bit come a little bit wilting, but it's not wilting practically, it's just change the color. From the green color, they're going to go like a brown color. So what we need to do, we just need to take a spray, we just take a silver spray, or we can take a pink spray, whatever you want to use it, and also to match the container. I always like to put the Protea in one arrangement that is going to be like the number 3 level of the flowers, because we have like number 1, number 2, number 3, which is say the earth, we have say here the heaven, and we say the people in the earth. So that is always you do it, the 3 levels. So as you know, in a flower arrangement, we have all the time triangle. Anytime when you see a flower arrangement, you have to think triangle, because if we look to the nature, see here is a triangle. All of these flowers that they are in inflorescent in this Astromeria, they are all bunches of 3, and all of them they have like a little seed. Look at this, 2 of them, and another one 3. So always they have the triangle in anything. If you look outside, if you look at the trees, you see the triangle. So when you say about flowers arrangement, you have to remember about this triangle. So the design can come like from here, if they say it's tall, this height here, and you have this height here, that you cannot put more in the bottom here. So this will be the earth. So what you do, you just can put this on here to be the people, see, and then you put something in the top, or you can put, I'm just giving an example, you can put this hydrangea, which will be in the top, but not hydrangea, because see, here we have tropicals. So we can put here a ginger, we can put a bird of paradise, we can also put a any other tropical, maybe some orchids, but we're going to put some very very heavy orchids, which would be Phalaenopsis orchids or Cymbidium orchids, because if we put the Oncidium orchids, they are very, very tiny, and they are really looks like a little flaky like that. See, so you can't do that. You have to put those in a very thin vase when you put the Oncidium orchids, these are yellow orchids. So, but I just show you the way how you set it right there like that. Even that you put some Anthurium, it's fine, but you have to put a cluster of 3 here. So how I'm showing you here, you can't put anything else. If you want to put the first row only with pink Protea, just leave it with pink Protea. The second level, you can put it, you put the pink Protea, you have to do a second pink Protea. If you put the second one, let's say you put roses, then you continue with the roses. So it'll be 1, 2, 3 levels. First level, second, but we say like first, second, and third. So that's how you count it. This is how you measure your texture and your triangle and your level of, again, heaven and people in the earth. That's what you mean. And if you have like you want to do the design, you always think about an egg. I told you from the beginning when I start the class here, I show you, you pretend that you have an egg. So if you look to the egg, how easy it is, like they cut it in half, and you see the way how the you know, how the design, the shape of the egg is. This is how the flower is supposed to be when you do it like oval arrangement. Let's say if you do it one-sided arrangement, take an egg, cut it in half, and cut it again in half, so it'll be a quarter. So imagine a quarter of the egg, like half an egg. How it looks like, that's your design has to look. When you have one-side design, go for the hospitals where the people stay in a bed and they cannot see it around. When you go and have an arrangement for the table, you take a round arrangement, you better do it all the way around. So I'm going to do for you one arrangement here with purple. I'm going to do a purple astromeria. A lot of people have the tendency to leave the leaves on the stem. I'm not going to leave it because see, the leaves in astromeria is the first one that go bad. So what I will do, I will just leave the flowers by itself till I can see that really I have a very good material that I can work with. But what I will do, I'm going to use some heather. I just love the heather, so we can use heather around the edges, see. And again, heather is very easy to be molded. And I didn't got some, I have to have a little bit of wire, so I have a little bit of wire here. So we can also seal it with the wires. And if we can have just a little bit of chenille, and we wrap the chenille in a chenille is like pipe cleaner, like most of the people say. But heather is the best way to work for Valentine's. So I remember one of my designers always, he was making all the heather that I had that I want to do a filler, so I could never do it because he always loved to do the from heather. He loves to do the little hearts. So I would have in every arrangement, I would have a heart with letters with a heather, because he was always so fond about, you know, having that letter. Use it only in doing the hearts. He didn't want to use it as a filler. I really particularly love to have the heather, use it as a filler. But when you have a designer that is like really very creative and want to do something special, I just let them to create, because this business is all about creativity, and it's all about coming to some solutions when we have really problems in substituting, you know, flowers, or substituting like fillers, substituting vases. It's always something that you have to convince your customers that is look better the way how we have to do it. The reason for what I don't keep it, you know, right now I'm not going to finish it because I didn't have the right wires. I have it next door. So here they are. So this is how it's going to be one of the, you know, the heart that we can put it right here in the middle of this arrangement. Sorry audience, I heard the door out. Is it anybody walking the door, I think? Do you see anybody walking in the door? So we have here, it's a close right now, we have close here, so everybody in the audience, if they wanted to, if they're expecting somebody, you have to understand that we cannot go out from this building before we finish our show. So I wanted to tell to all of you that will be the best things to do, to just wait till the end of the show, and then we discuss about, you know, whatever question you have, we can say till the end of the show and do it. Now, if we have to do like one of these arrangements with both colors, then I'm not going to work with the header, see, because if we do two colors of astromeria, which will be purple and white, then there's no reason for me to try to emphasize so much like a purple heart, you know. And then we can put a purple heart over here, which will look, you know, a little bit like purple and red. And I want to stay away from purple and red because it's like a special, if you do it like for somebody, a young person, you can do it in purple, which is like symbolizing a beautiful, I say telepathy or like spirituality. But if you use it in a in like plain Valentine container, then you can probably use it only the color white, which will give a lot of you know, like purity to this arrangement. The reason for what I'm going to do it in purple is because we have a special request for the purple today. So it's an anniversary, so what I will do, I will just like fill it up with the purple. So see, also another way to do it is take it one by one. See, they come in fluorescent or like about 6 or 7. So if I take it one by one, it's going to be easier to set them in a container. Now, this container that I'm setting this Astromeria doesn't have the oasis. It's a little bit harder when you don't have the oasis, you know. So what I will do, I will try to do the design right in the water, and I didn't put any kind of props. Props means like I'm going to put a tape in the top of the container, so it's going to make like a little square, you know, opening where you can put the flowers. Usually being trained in Europe, we do a beautiful hand-tied bouquet. So this hand-tied bouquet is just like, you can put like in 45 degrees, you know, all together like that. And see in the bottom, looks like that, see in the bottom. So what you do, you just like wrap them around and just drop it in a vase. That's very easy to do an arrangement in a round vase and do it European bouquet, because if you do it one by one, you have to know for sure that they're going to have a lot of security on just like put it all together. Because see, if you have to deliver those, see, it would be very hard when you deliver them because they will move around. Therefore, I'm going to put a lot of them, see here. And when I put more Astromeria inside, it will be a little bit more sturdier, a little bit sturdier. So I'm getting more Astromeria. So here is more. Now you have this beautiful Astromeria. Look how beautiful is it. It's about I would say 3-4 inches tall. I will keep these that they are a little bit taller for a little bit taller vase. So sometimes I'm just like saving those because they have a beautiful, look how beautiful stem this has. So I'm going to take another one that have a smaller stem. So see the difference between that and that. See, they have a smaller one. This is just barely start opening. Astromeria, it's a beautiful to keep it outside. You don't have to stack it in the refrigerator. We do because we wanted to have it fresh and last longer. But for the house, you can leave it in the on the table, and they will open by itself. So you can. It's beautiful to have them open. It's a difference between them being open. So you just wait, and they will be beautiful. And here they are, all the little flowers that I'm going to trim the whole stem, and I'm going to have it at that very short. See, very short, and put it right here. And again, usually I take the leaves off, but I'm just showing to you right now how it's going to be like with a little bit of green leaves. So here's the arrangement. It's like really dandy and cute. It's very long lasting. The only thing that will go bad here, they are the leaves, maybe in about 4 or 5 days. But the flowers, actually the flowers, they last very, very long. So you can leave it this way. It's a little bit hot, so I take my jacket off, my sweater off. Now we're going to work with a little bit with baby's breath, so I can show you one arrangement that you can make it only with the baby's breath in this beautiful love container. So we're going to have just baby's breath. I mean, with baby's breath, let's put this way, let's put million stars. When we say million stars, we don't really use any more baby's breath because we are in the flower industry. We know that there's our baby's breath. So what we need to do, we just need to put it all together and become more and more popular for the people that doesn't want to spend a lot of money. These million stars baby's breath, they are like amazing. They can last as much as like a month, and they are more expensive than the first ones that everybody's familiar with. So what we do, see, we just take it and like we put Astromeria in another container. We put the baby's breath in this container. I want to show you something that is very inexpensive And a lot of people, they are really crazy for baby's breath. They love them so much. Before Million Stars came out, I really didn't care for baby's breath. And again, don't forget, you florists or people that they want to learn flower design and they want to do something for a family, for a funeral, for the loved one or friends, do not put the baby's breath in a funeral. And I'm repeating over and over, and it's pathetic to see that a lot of florists going to the funeral homes and they see how they put the baby's breath. Baby's breath is especially for arrangement that they are for, say, live people, for the events that they are like happening, and for the events that they will be very, let's say, more likely that the people take the arrangement home, that they have something to remember. So here I am, I'm going to make this arrangement just with baby's breath. I can make it bushier and I can make it tall, or I can leave it very, very low. I can also do this container, they say love, is like one of my preferred containers. In fact, I don't think I will give this away. I just love it. I just love to look at this container. It's so beautiful, and I love the little diamonds here. And I wanted to remark here that we have a wonderful friend in the audience, which is Patricia, my friend Patricia. Love you, Patricia, and welcome here to the show tonight. And we have Robert here, and we have many others that I don't know the names of all of you that participate in the show. And I wanted to tell you that we are going to have classes in flower arranging. So if you call the number of the screen and you tell me you are a beginner, you are advanced, you are really wanted to just right now try to learn about flower arranging, will be very good for you to join us to the class. And if you have vases at home and baskets that they are you don't use it, we always recycle. It's like Margaret's Go Green. It's a new project that I have, and I would love for you to bring it to us, and we give $1 for each vase that you bring it to us, to your favorite charity or to our favorite charity, which is Corpus Christi Power of Healing through Prayer Network. What we're doing, we just go to the hospitals and pray with the doctors for the patients, and we had a very good luck with that. So please don't forget us. You know the number on the screen. We are located in 3216. We're doing the show from here, 3216 Reed Drive. Most of the show we're going to do it to the racetrack, which is a Greyhound. And I'd like for all of you to join us. We have another show, which is a Bright Star. So our hour of airing the show, it's Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. Channel 10. Corpus Christi has also Time Warner that have some issues, and we have problem with having them. I saw that they have it in Aransas Pass. So we have Channel 10 public access or digital 105-3. Also we have the Bright Star show is a Tuesday 11 to 12 p.m. and Wednesday 8 to 9 p.m. Channel 10 again, Time Warner, public access 10. And if you want a copy from our show, please send an envelope and with your return address and $20, and we're going to mail to you the show. And you will learn a lot about what we taught tonight, and also you can have the possibility to be in our class, and also to participate every day to our daily operations, so you can learn a lot. Usually we're charging more when you come, like only for the class, and when you buy the CD you already knows a lot about what we're teaching in the class. So you win, like here is the price of like half a lesson. You hold this DVD and you learn so much about how you put the things together, the name of the flowers, the way how you take care of them. Most of you that you already receive flowers for Valentine and you don't know how to take care of them, in case the rose is wilting and you see them drooping, they are not dead, and don't blame the florist or don't blame wherever you bought it from. What you need to do, you just need to get a fresh cut to the flower and submerge them completely in the water. So when you do that in a half an hour, the heads will be up. And also you can give a fresh cut and have the vase with water at a temperature of 100 degrees, and you just like drop it in in the water and hot water, and they're going to revitalize right away. Also, if you have any other question in regarding landscaping, interiorscaping, I'll be more than happy to talk to you. We're going to do the design free landscaping, for you if you buy the plants through us. Also, interiorscaping is another of our specialties. So we're going to teach in the next classes. We're going to continue to teach how you take care of the plants, inside plants, and if you have a place that you want us to come there and do the show and teach you and teach others through your plants that you have, it through the way how we show you to take care of these plants, I will be glad to do that. Give us a call if you wanted to be in a show, and if you want to show us something interesting that we can share together. I will be glad to take in consideration and see your credential. I like for all of you that participated tonight to our show to thank you very much for being here tonight, and then also to ask you to come back to see the show and join us sometimes to the Greyhound races. We have a lot of fun over there, and thanks to Steve and Mr. Lamantia for being so nice to opening the door for us, and also thanks to my producer Henry McLeod that he's going to put some music, spectacular music for me. I didn't dance this time. So for all of you that you've been here before, thank you so much, and God bless you all. And may all of us enjoy the beautiful Corpus Christi. And thank you for reading the newspaper. Thank you, Michelle de la Real. Thank you, the greatest photographer that that you took this picture. And I know there are more pictures that you have it. And I just can't say anything but thank you. So thanks to all of you, and looking forward to see you to the next show. And be sure you remember that if you are the 8th caller, you're going to have a flower arrangement from me. And again, send us an invite in Facebook, and God bless you all.